Hey y'all, it's Melissa at MessyMissy Creates. A while back you heard me talk about a carload, or well, I have an SUV, so a truckload, whatever, of magazines that I got that someone saved for me and gave to me. Then I didn't look at them when they were loading the boxes in my car, but most of them were this, the Family Handyman. And this one happens to be from 1994. There were, so is this one. There were a lot of them from the 90s all the way from 94 to like 2012. And that's what the majority of them were. So I flipped a few. I picked out some of the like Better Homes and things like that I thought that I could flip with you, and I already did that probably about a month ago. But so I finally got to go through all these magazines. Now why these two I kept, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe just to show you what magazine they came out of. I don't know. Anyway, I did not find a ton. I mean, you see this big stack of papers, but this was 4 huge boxes of magazines. I mean, this was, what, 20 years of magazines? 20 something. So, oh, and then there was some boat magazines. So, what I thought I would do, instead of attempting to flip all of them for you, because that was not going to be possible, and it would have been very boring. So, what I thought I would do is just show you what I harvested. Now, some of these are repeat. Like this one you'll see 4 or 5 times. Well, I kept it. Well, I mean, you could use the boat out of it. But mainly I kept it because I want this square right here. It's kind of blues and purples. And I want that for background. So as I'm showing you stuff, I'm going to try to organize them or separate them into like background images. And then this one was just too funny. I had to take him. Now he's big. He's going to fit in Leo. Leo is my big glue book that I need to brush the dust off of and get him back out. Then I'm going to need 3 piles, and I only have 2 places. Let's see. Let me find a second place. I mean, a third place. Okay, so this one I just kept for the lawnmower. Instead of using clip art when we cut grass, I thought I would just cut that lawnmower out. So that one I would use in my journal. Same with this one. So I'm going to separate them into backgrounds, glue book fussy cuts, and journal images. We do not have a riding lawnmower, but let's see, or was there anything on the back? No. Okay. I tried to put them face up for what I was going to use them for, but I can't guarantee that, so I need to look at both sides. I kept a lot of these duct tapes, so I went ahead and kept this one too. I happen to love the little emblem on the duct tape, but anyway, I kept the other ones because they were green, and if I remember correctly, when I went through my fuzzy cuts, I needed green. So I kept a lot of the duct tape. Now, why did I keep the, oh, see? Okay, here's duct tape. I took it. I don't have a clue if or how I would use that, but it just was too cool. So I'm not sure if I'm going to cut around all of that and use those images, but I might. So I kept them. This one would obviously go like on a black and white black and white page, whereas this one has some color to it. So I'm going to put those in my fussy cuts, and then I'm going to sit down and attempt to do some fussy cutting. This one I kept because I can take this image. I would not fussy cut around all that. It would be a loose fussy cut, but when I'm pruning like or blackberry bushes or rose bushes or something like that, I thought I would use that in my journal. And then a shovel and a bucket of dirt I can always use for garden stuff. So I'm going to put that in my journal fussy cuts. This one, yeah, I think I did it for this. It got torn off a little bit, but I loved this bird feeder. So that could be for glue book or journal. I think I'm going to put it in journal for right now. This one I kept because we're cleaning out the pool. So that definitely goes into, ooh, what is this? keep my pond balanced and clean. It's a little goldfish. He's cute, but he's so little, and it doesn't have anything to do with anything that I do. So I'm going to put that in my journal, Fussy Cuts. This one I'm going to keep because I was interested in how to make that. I could always use that in my journal, but and then I would use the words yard and garden, but I'm going to set that to the side in another pile because I was keeping that. Okay, if you watched my last video, you saw this guy already. I don't know if I've got him like 3 or 4 or 5 times, so I don't know if I need to keep him anymore, but he's going to go in my journal image pile. Oh yeah, here, that's what I should have used. Because that one's funny. But I kept that from my last journal page where I was doing, when I was sitting down going through all these handyman magazines. So I'll put him in my journal. This is background, like for Gluebook. These are backgrounds for Gluebook, or I might would fussy cut him. But let's see, this one I could use either side. I wish this was 2 separate pages, but it's not. I have to choose. So, but this one I'm going to put this side up in my background pages, but I also know I might fussy cut the big boy. Okay, I have this one a few times. I imagine myself, this is, you know, Blue Boy and Pink, is it Pink Girl and Blue Boy, or Pretty Girl and Blue Boy, or whatever? That's what those are pictures of. It was an old, it was real popular, I don't know when, but anyway, we used to sell them all the time in the antique shop. But I thought I could cut her out, and then if I wanted to cut some, like this window out or something. So this is going in my Gluebook Fussy Cuts. This one is probably going in my Gluebook Fussy Cut. I like the yellow Stanley tape measure. This one's going in my Gluebook Fussy Cuts because of the guitar. This is going into backgrounds. Yes. This one's going into backgrounds. I love that. It's just grass with the dew. You see the dew falling off of it? This one I thought was cool and might make a cool background. Or did I take it for this side? No, I think I took it for this side. I'm going to put it in backgrounds for right now. This one I'm going to put into Gluebook Fussy Cuts. I thought this would be great for I have a black and white page that I haven't finished. I mean, I've started it, but I haven't done much with it. This one is a cool background. It's just a huge rock. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's not colorful or anything, but you could just do so much with it. I mean, or you could use the house with the man, you know, if you really wanted to, but okay. This one I'm going to use, I'm going to cut the elephant out. I think I have a couple of elephants, and I'm going to put him in my, I think I'm going to put him in my Gluebook Fussy Cuts. Okay, this one is going in the Gluebook Fussy Cut. Look at that cute little boy. Isn't he precious? And then this one, I don't know, there were some that I was getting desperate, and I mean, well, I could use that side too, but I kind of like the hands sticking up, even though not that one so much, but this one I liked. Would be fun on a blue background. Okay, y'all, this one was just too funny not to take. I don't know if I'll cut he's a sumo wrestler on a what do you call those things? Pogo stick. I could cut it like this and put it on a background, but I think I'm going to put him in my fussy cut pile and then use this. No, I'll put it in my background pile because I will use this for background and maybe some of this blue strip right here, and then I will decide what to do with him. Okay, so I liked this hand and I liked the words. So that definitely would go in my Gluebook images. This is going to go in my Gluebook images. This guy was funny. on the, with the cape on them, the be a home hero. Anyway, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot to choose from in some of the magazines. I think, oh, the reason why I'm going to cut out this WD-40 because this piece right here I liked. I loved the primary colors. And so I thought that would be fun to do a page with just primary colors. So I'm going to put those in my fussy cut images. I like this light. The bricks would be tedious to cut out, but they would be fun little space fillers. If I'm careful, I don't know that I can get, if I could get that, I would. I do like the numbers too, but, and I don't plan on painting anything, so I don't need that for my journal. This hammer that was bent over, that would be a good fussy cut image to me. I think so. I mean, compared to the images that I had to choose from in this magazine, in these magazines, there was not a whole lot to choose from. So this would be in background. I really liked, even if I don't use the whole thing, I really liked this tile section. That would make a good piece of a background. This one I kept for the sticky notes on the fridge. And that one would probably go in, maybe my journal thing. Here's some more primary colors. Here's a, oh, that's neat. It's like a flip down under the cabinet junk drawer. I didn't even see that. Okay, here's some more of the frog tape. Frog tape is what I kept mostly, because the green, and then this one had the yellow too. I kept this big green egg because we have one, and that's what my husband uses to grill on almost every night. So, well, if I didn't, I would use this strip in my wood. I have a wood grain page started. I have, I think, 2 of these. I liked the 8. The 2 I'm not so fond of. The whole idea is that dry time matters because this one got stuff all over it. I might even would cut out this paint can. I don't know. But it's going in my Gluebook fussy cut images. So this one I like. I would either use this as a small background or I would fussy cut the bench. But I love that little birdhouse. And this here again would go on my wood grain background. But I'm going to put this in backgrounds. This one I'm going to put in backgrounds. Those are really cool. Well, these have toes on them. I wouldn't probably use that. I don't know though. I think that's kind of funny. I would put toes on top of a background anyway. So they're already there, right? So that's going in backgrounds. Okay. This guy bending over I thought was funny. So that's going, he's small, but he's going into the fussy cut, Gluebook fussy cut images. This image I always like to keep because I like to cut out these plays. Not these so much, but this makes a good border on the bottom of a page. So that's going in Gluebook fussy cuts. This one is going in Gluebook fussy cuts. I don't know what she's doing. Oh, she's cleaning a bottle, but I don't know. There just wasn't a whole lot to choose from. Here's that hand and cash again. And actually this saw, we have, I don't know, I might would use that. Okay, you know I love lights. And so this was a big one. So I definitely want to fussy cut that. This one I thought I would use this as background. This is kind of a corally salmon color. And I thought that would be pretty. And also, too, words, right? The words are a given. And I'm going to try to, because this stack is so messy, because I was just piling them on each other, I'm going to try to keep my other stacks somewhat neat. Okay, I like this, the center block holding the TV, holding the bowling ball, for this amazing Goop ad. But I loved that. So that's going in my Gluebook Fussy Cuts. This was a little boy on a rocking rabbit. I thought he was kind of cute. I don't know if I'd use him or not, but I'm putting him in my Fussy Cut images. It has multi-use. It could be kind of the the white and gray background. It's a bird in a nest, and the other side showed where like the house was flooding, so it was kind of a sad image. It said everything floods or whatever, so it was kind of sad. But I thought but I've already done that journal page where I saw the baby birds being fed. So I don't think I can backtrack and put that on that page, but I thought I might cut this out and use that. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. That would go in my journal pile probably. Or, yeah, I probably wouldn't use that as a background, although it's a gray. I don't know. I'm going to put it in my journal Fussy Cuts. Let's just do that. This one, I love this cabinet. It has nothing on the... Well, I like the Gorilla Glue. I like him. I didn't know whether to use this as a background. So I'm going to, for now, put it in backgrounds because there's really no words on it other than these little ones at the bottom. And the item takes up so much of the page that you might as well use the background for context. Okay, here's the green frog tape. Wasn't anything on the background. I don't know whoever that was that had these magazines dog-eared a bunch of pages. I'm like, why do you have to do that? Okay, so this one I took because I don't know how or when I'll use it, but my father-in-law has a desk that looks just like this. It's a roll-down top, and it has a huge hole in it. And I didn't read this. Oh, that's what happened. He drilled a hole in the back to put his cords through, but the roll-down top, I bet you that's exactly why my father-in-law's has one. So that's why I kept this. So I'm going to put this in my journal images. This guy going through the screen door was just funny. But I thought that was just too funny, too much of a coincidence, too ironic not to keep. Because I'm sure that he's already asked me to help him get rid of that desk. So this one, I just loved the money with the googly eyes. I mean, come on, right? So that's going in Gluebook, Fussy Cuts. Feet on a cactus. That might have to be a background. I don't know if I can fussy cut all of that cactus or not. So I'm going to put it in backgrounds for now. I don't need anything on the back. I love this shed. I mean, I have a greenhouse. I have a chicken coop. I don't have to have a she shed. But I kept it because I loved it. And so, I don't know if I'm going to put it in Gluebook images for now. Okay, this was, why did I keep the front? Oh, this I thought was, I could put this on one side of the page and this side and then glue, and then you wouldn't be able to see that I tore them out. But I thought this was funny, and his hand is reaching down on the tile. So that would be Gluebook Fussy Cut images. This beautiful clock, I'm putting that in my Gluebook Fussy Cut images. I don't think there's anything on the back, but I like the words too. And this little, what would he be, a woodchuck? Or a beaver or something like that? He was cute, so I thought he might be worthy of cutting out. I mean, for that matter, I mean, this is an art fault. My husband's an electrical contractor, so, I mean, you know, there might be a chance that I would use a breaker. If we, you know, had to fix one in our house or something. This one, I think I'm going to use as a background. It's the St. Louis Arch, and I've been there one time when I was a kid. It happened to be, and you know what? I didn't pay attention to what year this came out of, but no, that would have been in the 80s that I went. I was going to say, I was wondering if that would have been the same time frame, because we couldn't ride the little elevator thing that goes up it, I guess. Whatever, because it was under construction. So for right now, I'm going to put this in backgrounds. Whether I cut out this background and then use the red for a red page, or use it whole, I don't know. There's this one too, the Statue of Liberty. So those are the same. I'm going to do the same thing with those. So they're going in my background. So this lady with the apron, look at the apron though. Isn't this clever? She took a pair of pants, some Dickies pants, and she made an apron out of it. She kept the back pockets as nail pouches. So it's a salvage nail apron. I thought that was so cool, but I'm going to fussy cut her. Little girl doing a handstand. She's cute, and she happens to have a purple top on. Although he's kind of funny too, but I don't know. I think she's cuter. That I thought I might use just because it's kind of cool. An old Ford Mobile, a 1903. Wow. If I choose not to use it, I can always use this in my purple. It's kind of purplish. It's bluish purple in the backgrounds, but I'm going to put it in the fussy cut. I kept 2 of these because I liked the door. Again, for my wood grain page. So I'm going to put that in fussy cuts, even though that's kind of a background. I'm going to put it in backgrounds. Okay. And look at the little doggy. He's so cute. And his head's so much bigger than his body, or at least it looks like it. I don't think I need anything else on here. So he's going in fussy cuts for Gluebook. This little duck with the duct tape. This one can't be that old because it has an Amazon.com. I don't need her. The little duck with the duct tape on it is just, I thought was just too cute. Okay, this one I thought I might use in my garden. I mean, I could cut that out if I wanted to, but I'm putting it in my journal one, my journal bin. This I thought was a very clever idea. So you take a paint roller and you put the masking tape on backwards, and I don't know how you get it started. That's the only thing. I haven't read it. And you wrap it around to where it's sticky on the outside, and it's like a lint roller, except big. It says Easy Blind Cleaner. Oh no, that's something else. Hair and Fuzzies Be Gone. And then this is a fast floor squeegee. Put a pool noodle on a rake and you can squeegee your floor if you happen to need to squeegee your floor. So I kept them because while I was showing my niece, because I thought they were pretty cool. Oh, and then here's a magnetic, you put a magnetic strip on your dustpan. And I guess if you need to, you know, if you have some staples or metal. But I think for now I'm going to put them in my Gluebook fussy cut images. This one I really wasn't sure, but I know I could use that on a green background. I mean, she painted the whole kid wall TV and everything, and the cat. So I can cut this like here and use this as like a part of a green background maybe. So for right now, it's going in backgrounds because I don't feel like fussy cutting all of that. Okay, this was cute. I thought I'd cut out the porta potty and use it. This one, I think I might have taken a couple of times. I actually thought it might be good for a background. And look at the computer, y'all. I don't remember how old this one was, but anyway, I thought that might make a good background, like for the small Gluebook or a random Gluebook. The little girl eating the hamburger was just too cute. Probably will fussy cut her. I'm going to fussy cut this, and I love just the words. I like the font, but I also like that. I love these old rulers, y'all, these little accordion rulers. So I'll probably cut this one out, this blue paint thing, and I'll probably cut that out. So hopefully I'll remember to flip it. This one right here, and see again, it's creased. But I'm not sure why I kept it. I don't know exactly what I planned on using it for. I mean, I could always just fussy cut out the house, maybe. I don't know. Here's this guy again. Thought he was too cute to pass up, or too funny. This has a lot of red background in it. Has a half-eaten piece of pizza. So I'm going to put it in backgrounds. This one I'm going to put in background because I can use the yellow and the red. But I thought when I cut out these grocery bags, then I'd put those in my journal for when I grocery shop. So, there's a woman hanging a picture. Is there anything on the background? No, not really. She could go in glue, but even though I don't use a lot of illustrated, I might put that in my journal one. Because, like, I have a lot of pictures I need to hang. Maybe one day I'll get to it. Maybe one day I'll be able to use it in my journal. Okay, this little kid with the dump truck. I'm not sure if I'll cut just him out. Although that one piece of the dump truck overlaps his, like, eye. Not his eye, but the side of his head. But I thought if I cut the trucks out and him, then I could put him over something, like put a building right here or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to fussy cut him. I think I've got him more than once. And Great Goose. I really enjoyed this advertisement. They all had this ad. It's not an ad. It's wordless workshop. So it shows you how to do something without words. And then I thought this was funny. I don't know how I would use it. I mean, this is the dad breaking the ladder on the kids' treehouse. Thought I could use that in my journal. I don't know. Anyway, I'll put it in my journal stuff. Okay, the dude with the pink fuzzy slippers. I have this twice, and thankfully, because the first one I tore part of the slippers. So, yeah, he's definitely going in the glue book. And this little woodpecker I have more than one time. And he's definitely going in the glue book. Look at his little beak. I mean, this isn't funny, but it is funny. It's talking about how the paint is so tough he couldn't, you know, his little beak crumpled up trying to peck through the wood. That's, you know, because their paint is, anyway, whatever. You get the idea. This one I will probably put, my flowers are so beautiful right now. I don't know if I'm going to put this in my, I don't know. I might put it in the glue book because I can take real pictures of my flowers. Now this one I'll put in, well, I don't know. Did I take this one for the tractor or did I can do both. So I'm going to put that in fussy cuts for now. Here's the one I tore, but I'm still going to fussy cut it. This one has all kinds of bugs. And so we have a lot of wasp building nests, as I'm sure that a lot of you do. So I'm going to put this one in my journal fussy cuts. Container gardening. This would probably be background. Look at the old car. Grand Marquis. That had to be from the 90s or the early 2000s. Okay, lawnmower. That's going to go in my journal. Fussy cuts. I had to have the Pink Panther, right? He's going in glue book, fussy cuts. This one, I think for now I'm going to put it in backgrounds. I don't know if I'll cut around that and use, but this is kind of a blue with green hues to it. It looks like it's under the pool, maybe under the water. I don't know. Anyway, it's going in backgrounds. I wish that this sunflower or this flower did not have, and I couldn't get the end. So I wanted the yard and garden, but the end was on the other page. But I still thought that I might use it. I don't know. I really probably won't use it. Might cut the paintbrushes out. Let's put that in the journal images. I'm a little less fussy about my journal images than I am the glue book images. Okay, I liked her holding the paint roller. Thought that might be fun in a glue book. Okay, this is a journal. I just thought I'd use the vacuum rather than printing one. This one I thought was cute. Look at the little Dalmatian. Look at the dog with the hairbrush and then looking in the mirror. So I thought that would be cute for glue book fussy cuts. And then this one had a bunny. So you know I had to take it. Although what I'm going to do with them, I have no idea. I think it will start with, it's not going in my journal. I'm going to put it in the fussy cuts for the glue book. Okay, this one I took for the wood background. So I'm going to cut off the words and then use this as background in my wood page, like my wood grain page. I'll do the same. I'll put it in backgrounds, but then I'll fussy cut him, and then, or I can do it in reverse. This page got very wrinkled though. I'm not sure if I'll use that, but I thought I would cut him out. Let me put it, I'm going to keep it with the other one. Okay, this one I have more than one of, but look at the old stove and refrigerator, and it's that aqua blue, or that vintage aqua I love. Here's more frog tape. Here's that number 8 again. This is electrical tape. We fix everything with electrical tape or duct tape. This little thing of cigars I liked. I have a couple. I found myself pulling a couple of the little cigar ads. I thought those might be fun, and I can get both. So I'm putting that in glue book fussy cuts. This one, the wheelbarrow full of dirt, is going in my journal fussy cuts. These I took because I do have, I've been saving. I haven't done anything with a gold page or a metallic page, but I do have, I'm going to cut these out. So fussy cuts. Start a garden. This is going in my glue, my journal page. This one will go in my journal page. Just has a, I'm turning my hand too much. It's hurting. This one I'll just put in my journal. I wouldn't use it in the glue book. Here's more frog tape, the green tape, because I just thought I would cut that out just in case I needed a little piece of green to go on a glue book. I don't know why. I just was pulling stuff, y'all. That's funny. Flying colors. They attached whatever it is, and to the ceiling fan. They have splatters all over. Here's the lady with the electric sofa. We have one of these electric sofas, and I don't know. Ours isn't going out. It's going in my journal. Okay, this is going in the glue book fussy cuts again. What did I take this one for? I do not remember. Maybe this side? I don't remember. We actually had a steak not too long ago. We rarely... Oh, here's the green egg again. That's why I took it. So that's going in journal. Okay, I love these Pringle cans. I have a collection of food packaging. And then I love these words. Isn't that fun? Get that summertime feeling? Okay, look at this paint roller with money on it. So that'll go in the fussy cuts. Here's that stove and refrigerator again. This I saved for the seed packaging, and then I can cut this out and use it as just a piece of a background. No, this is going in my journal pile. Garden shed. I mean, this could be a pretty background, but what did I do with the last one? I think I put it in the fussy cuts for the glue book. I like this one with the lady and she's blowing bubbles, and the gnome, and the old car. Look at the old battery. That one again kind of had those primary colors on it, but I mean it's just a little, I don't really need those words, but anyway. The orange cones I thought would be fun as fussy cuts. Those will be fun to add to a page somewhere. Okay, this guy, I think I took him a couple of times, and then I quit taking him. He was in like every one of the pages, because I thought it might be fun to have him slinging a hammer onto something that would be funny. I don't know what yet, so he's going in fussy cuts. Again, this one had a bunny, so I had to take it. So I'm putting it in fussy cuts, and it's got a little squirrel. Okay, here's this guy again. I'll probably put him over there with that one. This one, I thought this would be a fun background, and this might be, it doesn't have as much color, but I'm gonna put that in, like, it would be like small backgrounds. Okay, I liked this billboard. I'm gonna put it in with fussy cuts because it's probably gonna go in words. Gotta quit using that left hand. Here's that little image of the guy with the magazines. Why did I take this one? Let's see. Probably for the black background. This one would be a fussy cut. This one might be a background. No. It would be kind of a fussy cut background. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in backgrounds. This one I'm gonna put in backgrounds because I like this color combination. This one, I thought the keys were neat. I mean, it might even be fun to have, you know, somebody, it's just his mouth. But anyway, I'm putting in fussy cuts. This one I'm putting in fussy cuts. Just the goopy little hands I thought were cute. The little Michelin man, I thought he was cute for a fussy cut. This one, we have to rehang our lattice all the time because it's not in permanently, because we can't get the people to come out and mark the utility lines so that we can actually put in permanent. Anyway, long story. So this is my husband being frustrated having to put up that lattice fence all the time. And plus, here was more, I don't know what was intriguing me about the cigars, but it was. So this one, I like the words. I like her. I would probably cut her out, not him, but maybe her, and put on a red page. This guy was so cute. I have him a couple of times. Clean, steam. Oh, it turns any wet dry vac into a superhero. So you have a superhero shop vac or steam cleaner. So this one I thought would go in fussy cuts. That would be pretty on a green. It's kind of a bluish green. This guy right here I thought was funny. I'll use him in a glue book. Here's more frog tape. This one, why did I keep... Oh. Okay, the day I was doing this happened to be the anniversary of the day that my husband had his heart attack. And that's what this is about, Plavix, and you'll never forget that day. And I meant to put this in my journal for that day, and I don't know if I've done that journal page yet. I'm going to keep that one out close by, because I meant to put that on my journal page. Here's the Michelin man again. Here's the little superhero vacuum guy again. Okay, this one I have taken before, and I've used it, because I've used this tile as background. This one I thought was neat. I love this mint green. I will cut, I mean, I can either cut her hand out and then use that as a fussy cut image, or I can cut it here and use it as like mint green background. More frog tape. This is me, I'm gonna, when I harvest my tomatoes that are dying by the second. There's something in my soil. It must be a virus or something. It's killing them one at a time, and they're almost gone. This one, again, this is the Greek goofs, and I thought this was funny. This is me trying to weed eat. So that goes in the journal. Hopefully this doesn't happen. This has happened. Where you're blindsided. Well, this I would do without, I mean, this is me my husband trying to carry a large, his truck has a one of the bed toppers on it, and it's a short bed because he has a king cab, and I joke with him about it's a girl truck. Anyway, that's going in journal because he can't haul anything. I can haul more in my Tahoe than he can in his truck. Why did I keep garden stuff? I like the words too. More garden stuff. So journal. Thought that was a neat image. I liked the words, so I'm putting that in. Gluebook fussy cut. The old stove. Gluebook fussy cut. This was just a neat image. I don't know if I really use it. It's not very colorful, but on a neutral page, it's just a bag of nails. So I just thought it was kind of cool. I liked this. I'm trying to figure out how she has her arm, and then contortionist. Okay, this is the Pringles ad, but I thought that was funny. I obviously have them. Oh yes, I have them twice. I may have more than one. So this is number 57. This is number 61. They're going in the fussy cut pile. This one is going in the journal pile. It's more the great goofs. It has to do with gardening and whatnot. This one, because I like the duct tape. I'm a duct tape person, y'all. I can't help it. I don't know. I don't know, because of the angle of these, I don't think I would fussy cut all these guitars, but I'd probably use the whole thing as a little background or piece of a background. Okay, here's the guy with the sledgehammer again, except this might have been like the first one I took because half of his leg is cut off, so I don't know if I'm going to keep him. Yeah, he might go. Here's that again. Here's more guitars. I'll put in background. This is me trying to organize. I can do both actually. Storage solutions. I would use the number 20. I think I could use this. This is me trying to organize my magazine stuff, and then this as a background piece. So I'm gonna start off with background, and then I'll go from there. These, I like the numbers. I like the background. I'm not sure why I took it, but we're gonna put them in backgrounds for right now, or we'll put them in fussy cut. No, we're gonna put them in background. This guy's a fussy cut, no doubt about it. I have him somewhere else in this gold pretty frame. These little guys are definitely fussy cuts. Aren't they cute? Look at these little raccoons. I thought the stack of Tylenol was kind of cute, and the background, so I'm going to start with it in background and then take the Tylenol bottle. This one, I'm not sure. I think I was going to cut out this lamp, so I'll put it in fussy cuts. Oh, I was going to use the chicken in my journal. Okay. This one right here is cute. It's a Christmas one, and I almost didn't take it because but it's going in fussy cuts. That was the short version, short story version. I took him really mainly because the color of his top. I mean, the fact that he's lifting a toilet. I've done this before, by the way. Okay, funny story. Do I have time for a funny story? Never mind. We don't have time for a funny story. Funny story, short one is, my husband called me one day, and we were living in a different house. This is going in fussy cuts. The two little girls are cute. And he's like, what are you doing? I was like, cleaning the toilet. And he's like, okay. So he comes home, and the toilet's in the bathtub. I mean, I literally was cleaning the toilet. Yard and garden, I would probably use those words, and would I use them in Gluebook or probably in my journal. I think I wanted to cut out this bookcase. Here's that lady again. She goes in fussy cuts. These, Claire playing tug of war, goes in fussy cuts. I thought this was going to be a short video. I really did. Here's this little boy again, and it's bigger. So he's going there. I like the dude with all the paintbrushes. He's going in fussy cuts. She's going in fussy cuts. I love paint, y'all. If you didn't catch that, I love paint. And I love having a hand coming off the side of my page. Yeah, call me weird. I don't know. Well, here's more paintbrushes, but I took this one for the puppy. He's cute. Not for the paintbrush. I took it for the puppy. More yard and garden in my journal spot. This one, I would definitely fussy cut. Quit dog earing the pages. The husband giving the wife flowers. Anyway, I'm assuming that was, anyway, going in fussy cuts. This one, I don't know why I took. I mean, this could be us trying to put in irrigation or something. I'll put it in my journal images. This one, I wanted to fussy cut this. I love the guy with the dog, but my memories, this looks like our Jake, our lab. We had a black lab. He was huge, though. And this one's going in backgrounds. This one is probably going to go in... I might actually put this one in background and just put something here. Because if not, I would just fussy cut the chicken. I love this weather vane. But anyway, and this one has a chicken. It looks like my Maggie. So that's going in my journal, fussy cut. Here's another chicken. Here's another light for the fussy cuts. Here's the lawnmower dude. Journal. I took this because of this little corner. It's a mirror. I like that. So that would make a great corner piece. This I took for background color. Anyway, yesterday apparently was the anniversary of Jake, when we lost our Jake. The saw goes in fussy cuts. This lady with the buckets on her feet, she's going in fussy cuts. The wrenches are going in fussy cuts. World's #1 wife is going in fussy cuts. For obvious reasons, right? Don't know why I took this one. Oh, here she is again. But she's partly cut off, so I'll have to make that decision. I don't know why I took this one. Maybe I just accidentally tore out 2 pages at one time. This one we're going to put in background. I already told you why. This one background. This one is fussy cut. This one I thought was cute with the little... I don't know. This one was funny. This goes in fussy cuts. This goes in fussy cuts, but it might be a gardening. That's a big picture for a garden. Okay, this should have been what I put. This looked like me. It says Family Handyman 1992 to 1995. I'll use this for today's image in my journal, maybe. 2 guys trying to figure out how to put together a grill. That could go in journal. This one, I'm not sure why I took. I have a frog right outside of my window. He's been there for days. I'll put him in fussy cuts. This one I took for backgrounds. Here's the duct tape duck again. Here's this image again. What's on the other side? Okay. This one, there's that special goose. It goes in my journal. I like this with the tennis ball on the end of the hammer. That goes in fussy cuts. Not sure why I took this. Maybe because I thought I'd cut him out and he'd be wiping something other than what he's wiping. I don't know. We'll see what he looks like when I cut him out. Here's that tennis ball hammer from the other angle. This guy was funny. I just like the way he was walking. Okay, I took a bunch of hoses. You'll see that in a minute. Fussy cut, fussy cut. Here's my primary colors again. Here's a pink one, fussy cuts. Okay, I have something with toilet flappers, y'all. If you've seen me harvest before, okay, Froggy, it's my turn to talk. I've taken flappers many times. This one, even though she's holding a vacuum, she looks like she is Gluebook worthy. This one I think I took for background color. This one I think I took for background color. And this one I took for background color. This one has a bunny. I could probably use this for color, like background color too. But I'm going to put it in fussy cuts. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that little bunny, but Okay, this is going in my journal. This is us trying to figure out ways of repelling slugs. This is going in fussy cuts because he's got cool binoculars. This one I took because it has purple. Now, I really wish this writing wasn't on here, but it's going in background. Well, I'll fussy cut this and then decide how to use that. The cool leather jacket's going in the fussy cut. This little cute little boy with his tongue sticking out is going in fussy cuts. This is going in background color. I love this copper background color, but I also like the hand sticking off the... So I'm going to put it in backgrounds. I took this one a couple times. I'm going to put it in backgrounds. I don't know. I'm going to put this one in background because it has purple in the background. I took this or something similar a couple times. I'm going to fussy cut that furniture. I'm going to fussy cut this furniture. This kid is cute with the beach ball and the whatever he has wrapped around him. That goes in fussy cut. Here's another hose. I'm trying to speed up. I don't know why I took that. I'm thinking that it came up with another page. Here's a background. Here's the eliminate squeaks. Okay, here's a big elephant, but his ear, he would almost... I was going to say this might be a background, but I don't know. How would you use an elephant in the background? I'm going to fussy cut him. She goes in fussy cuts. The Hawaiian shirt goes in fussy cuts. This goes in background. This goes in the journal. I don't know. Something about the guy leaning over a blue toilet I thought was funny. We're going to fussy cut him. I can fussy cut the doctor and the paint roller. This guy swinging from a cable I thought was funny. And also here's some more primary colors to add to the page. This one I think I took because I like this green tile background. Yeah. So I think that's background. Here's frog tape. This I just thought was cool. Not sure how I would use it. I might cut this out and use it as a garden. I don't know. Anyway, I took it a couple times. I'll put it in my journal one and see if I use it. This one I'm going to put in my, I took for background. I thought the red background would be fun to use. It's kind of a polka dot. Garden archway. This actually could be a background. I'm not going to fussy cut all that. So let's put it in backgrounds for now. I'm going to put this guy on the ladder. That would be fun to add to a green page. Or I keep saying green page like there's only one. You can use more than one color in a glue book. But I can fussy cut the lawnmower and the dude. This one I thought I might use in my journal. Journal. Here's this guy again, fussy cut. Here's this guy again, fussy cut. The gold coins again, fussy cut. This image, I loved this lady's face. I don't know if I can capture all the money falling, but she's definitely going in the fussy cut. This is definitely going in my journal. It's garden related. This one may have to be a background. I mean, I'm going to put it in backgrounds, but I would fussy cut her, but you can't tell that she's off the ground unless you have it in context. I don't know. So I'm putting it in backgrounds. This one, I'm not sure why I kept. I was intrigued by the cluster of whatever. Do we want a lady screwing in a light bulb? I don't know. Anyway, I'll put it in fussy cuts. So I have her twice, so I can try her once as a background and once as a fussy cut if I want. Why did I keep this? Tarred and feathered. It would go in journal. This guy was just too cute. I'm going to fussy cut him. This kind of looks like our arbor. I'm putting it in my journal pile. This green and green would make a good background. Here's that background again. I like this lady's expression, so she goes in fussy cut. Here's some more gold coins. This guy, because, yeah, he's going in fussy cuts. Okay, this I kept, and this I kept intact because it was garden related. So I kept the whole book. We're not going through those right now because we've already, yeah, we got to stop. I liked this red shelf, so I'm going to fussy cut it. I liked this as a background, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to cut this lighthouse out. I think it's beautiful. This guitar is beautiful, and if this wasn't folded, this would have been great for like piece of black background. Here's some more of those cigars. Don't people know not to do that? It messes with the images. Here's that again. Okay, this one says, "Are you connected?" I like that. Here's the woodpecker again. This is, I might have to use this the next time my husband does a home project. So that goes in journal. This goes in journal for the vacuum. These lights are just too cool, so they're going in Gluebook fussy cuts. I wanted this for background because isn't that cool? That could go on my primary page. And this could too, this red background. If not, it has some wood, kind of this brown color that I can use. Journal, I don't remember what that one was about. Okay, so this is purple. So I would cut this out, and then I would use the blue for background. So I'm going to put it in fussy cut first, because we're always looking for purple. This is a beautiful clock. I hate that part of it's cut off, but you could always overlap something, so it's going in fussy cuts. I like this little saw blade. Here's more cigars. I was just intrigued by the cigars. I mean, I'd have to cut off the words, but I thought that would be a neat border on a page. I don't know. Anyway, just, okay, this one I like the colors. I thought it was a good background maybe. Here's another background. I already did that one. Why I wanted the jeans, I'm not sure, but I just liked them. So I'm going to cut them out. I like lights. I'm going to cut that one out. That could go on my gold page. I'm not sure why I kept this one. I probably, I mean, you know what? I can fussy cut her out. And without all the other stuff. Anyway, and then I'm not sure. This is when my niece comes over and cleans. So that could go in journal. I'm gonna fussy cut her and this couch out. This I liked because it's, even though it talks about headache, nausea, obnoxious color, I like the paint chips or the paint. That's neat too. But in this one, I love the little pink old camper. This one, I have a jewelry one. Well, it kind of is in my metallic and jewelry. Okay, here's me cutting the grass. Not in the near future, I might add, but I thought this little boy was cute. Him going fussy cuts. I liked the stack of papers. So going fussy cut. Dorothy Hamill gardening. I'll put it in my journal. A pipe, a cat, a dog, and a whatever kind of plant. I thought that was good for fussy cuts. I hope I don't need these, but just in case we have a broken down vehicle. This mud-ridden truck, I thought for whatever reason, I felt the need to, or was it the lawnmower with the fire? I think it's the truck. The fish was cool. Whatever this is, I thought would make a cool background. This one I saw a couple times. I didn't keep it, and then I kept it twice, I think. Because here's the other one. No, I kept it 3 times. I'll put them together. Oh, that hurts my hand. Quit doing that. I like the Band-Aid, but I also like that background. So I'd probably use that on a background page. But I may fussy cut the Band-Aid. This one's a fussy cut. Look at this old phone. That's a fussy cut. Look at the boat. Spider-Man boat. That's a fussy cut. This guy was funny. I wish this little image wasn't over him, but without that, he's got the old plaid, you know, with the tie that, whatever. This is, I thought at first it was an egg with earphones over it, but I think it's a paint can handle. I don't know if I'll end up fussy cutting it or not. And then this I was going to use for background color. And I am out of time, so I cannot show you the rest. But you get the idea. And here is, I'm going to cut that one out, and I love the words. So anyway, that, you get the idea. I mean, I've got a lot of background colors and all that fun stuff. And we got to some more. This was a fun boat to fussy cut. And this was background color. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. This took way longer than I thought. Oh, we just had to replace the prop on our boat, so that's going in my recent pile. But anyway, so I'm going to sit down and I'm going to attempt to cut some of this out. So, the rest of it is, you know, it's just some of the same stuff. You know, the little girl underwater. She'll get fussy cut. But, and my hand's hurting anyway. I need to stop. So, I will, hopefully I will get all these cut out. It'll take me a long time. And you'll get to see how I use them. So, I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.